So one of the principles was I don't naively walk in and put my feet in between the line of her toes and her knees. So for future reference, we're going to call the straight line between her left and right toe. We're going to call that her knee line. We're going to call the straight line between her knees the knee line. That's really important later on. So much like a wrestler approaches, I'm going to almost take a shot. So I'm going to change levels with my knees, not my waist, so I don't walk in bent over. That's how I get head snap and guillotine. I'm going to walk in, change my level with my knees, like I'm going to take a shot at it. Now, I have a couple of options. We're going to go over several, and then you're just going to drill them because we'll just get through it real fast. Then we can get to the actual pass. I've had about 2/3 of a bang, so I am cranked to the gills. So
try and keep up.
All right, so if I just go straight to her ankles, there's a good chance she's going to counter grip me and start to shed those grips and pull me in. So what I'd like to do is disguise my intention. So I take a step, I'm going to go to her grips. I like to go to this outside or thumbs in. Either way is acceptable. I don't really care about these grips. What I want is her to retract those grips. As she does, I'm going to come to the inside of the heels. I'm going to pull and extend. So like I'm folding a sheet. Now I'm going to take a step, in this case with my right leg because I'm right-handed. So I've got inside position, outside position. She has inside position, outside position. Really, really simple. Again, I'm outside of the toe line. I take a step, level change, work for the grips. She goes to shed them and step. I would like to have, basically, I want my butt on her shin for right now. We're going to talk about like the rest of it, but this is how I'm going to get this person to the supine position, not the seated position. Let's try that one. Really, really. Everything's the same, but instead of attacking the grips and then to the feet, you want to go straight to the head. Palm of the palm and right hand. So I take a step, boom, and sit. It's that simple. Again, here, palm, here. You can also go to the shoulder, but let me warn you, don't go to the cross shoulder, because that's armbar territory. You're going to go to the same side. So that will change shoulder and then in. Okay? So try those two variants. Inside out, I prefer the pull with the toes. That's my preference. So I level change, I come in, I fight the grips, pull, and I take my step. If I don't do anything, I'm going to end up in some half guard or some crab guard or something crazy. So I don't want that. I'm going to shuffle. I'm going to take my right shin, and I'm not going to put it, this is going to sound weird, but I'm not going to put it in a place where her torso connects to her leg, like here. I want to put it about 3/4 of the way out toward the knee, here. So that I'm rotating the hip to face that way. Now, it's not that big a deal until I match her shoulders flat on the floor. So now her shoulders are square and her hips are pointing that way, which puts her spine out of alignment, making her far less strong than she was before. So I'm going to climb to the shoulders and then hands above the head. The first one is super simple. This leg is trailing leg. So now I have a weighted leg, in this case my right leg, and an unweighted leg, in this case my left leg. I'm going to take my left leg, I'm going to pummel it shoestring to shoestring. I'm simply going to extend my left leg and sit into this hole. Now, let's get this part first, and then I'll show you like the follow-up that I do to this. So, really simple. I don't care. You use whichever one you like. I like to pull. Step. I'm going to shuffle. Get her hips going this way. I'm going to pin her shoulders to the mat. I'm going to move my head not in line with hers, over. Walk, walk, pummel. Sit in this hole. And again, without me talking a whole bunch, which is nearly impossible. Got it? I'm going to run away. They're like, oh, he's in that space, and they start trying to spin inside that hole. Some people don't, and that's okay. Like lazy people will just lay there flat. They're like, well, my guard's passed. That's okay. Everything's the same. Come in here, make my well-timed pummel placement to walk my hands out. Look, if this elbow doesn't come across and she starts trying to underhook me, look, I just fall into this hole, cross face, underhook, and then I tear this arm off. So, like it's okay if this doesn't come across, congratulations, you still passed their guard and you're in a really dominant spot. So if they dig this underhook, which would probably be kind of wise, at least when they get this underhook, it really just funnels my crossface into her face. I think that's right. Yeah. And then I've got this underhook set up already, and now I'm in a good spot. So, am I hitting?
No.
Nice. Right answer. So if they don't clear that across, it's fine. Just go to top side control. Did that answer your question?
Will you show the entry to the head and arm?
Sure. Yeah, so everything's here. Look, if I went here, I'm going to go under the elbow with my right hand. I like to come to this palm grip a lot of times. But so as I start to go under and make this 2-on-1 grip, if she turns into me, like trying to put her elbow to the mat, I'm going to take my right ear and put it on her right ear, and I'm going to just spin. Head to the mat, and then shrug. Did that help? Hip position, pummel. Now, instead of pummeling to like that quarter guard or that mount, what I'm going to do this time is I'm just going to up, and then I'm going to re-pummel my left leg to the inside, sitting back down inside of this hole. Now, the good part about this is I keep it stapled. I'm sorry, I'll release some more pressure. I keep it stapled, again, not up near like where the torso is, but out towards the knee, towards the end of the lever. Now, it's impossible for her to put her legs back together. She cannot retain any sort of close guard from here. Such an effective technique that Danaher referred to it as the 6-lane highway. And I will forever refer to it as that, the 6-lane highway. There's a lot of different things I can do from here. So everybody come to this side where you can see my feet if you don't mind. Now I'm going to show a couple of alternatives. That way you got plenty of time to drill it because we got 10 minutes left. So the most simple and the one I use the most is a cross-facing underhook and then like a leg weave. So I put my elbow to my hip, my hand goes straight to the rib cage, and I'm going to shoot straight up. The reason I don't come with a crossface out here is because they can block it, right? So I elbow in, and I definitely don't want to get any sort of femoral grip put on me from here. So elbow in to the rib cage and straight up. I'm going to pummel for an underhook on the opposite side. Now if I turn loose on my right, if I turn loose on my right leg, she's just going to go straight into half guard. So I must staple her left leg down before I release it with my right leg. So I'm going to windshield wiper to the inside if I can. So inside. Now I can move my hip to the floor, put my knee in the hip. There's no way she's going to retain this guard anymore. Now I'm in a good cross-face underhook side control, which is literally my favorite place to be. So that's solution one. Sorry, maybe from the top. Pull here, pummel, and then re-pummel back in that hole. It seems odd to go backwards, but it's a really effective strategy, especially because they're holding you off because they expect you to go forward. Elbow in tight, shoot my cross face, underhook. I don't like to lock my hands, but you can do whatever you like, but I'm just going to put extreme shoulder pressure, windshield wiper, and then come off to the hip. So that's number one. But I can go the other way. But wait, there's more. Everything's the same. Pummel. I like to do this one. I heard Eddie Bravo say, just check their flexibility, bro. Not trying to drive her knee towards her head. Everybody's pretty flexible that way. Make them do a split. The word is tap. So I like to put this scoop grip on. I'm going to really just try to make her do a split. Some people are extremely flexible, some aren't. If they tap, good. If they don't, it's okay. Pin their hip down, head forward, hip pressure, rotate. Oh, look, another back take if you want. I don't care if you do the back take, just make sure that you pass your guard. So, pull, pummel, underhook. You can pin at the shoulder. I like the hip. Drop, make him. Hinzo says, "My man, make him smell his knee." It's like not a very good Hinzo impersonation. Pass here. You can go to cradle, you can pass that, side control, back control, it's totally up to you. Just get past the dangerous legs. Does anybody need to see it again? Try those two. And we'll get